Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Syed Ali Naqi Kazmi, Department of Political Science, GPGC Mansera. Today's my topic is Machiavelli is a first modern thinker. So, Machiavelli's view of human nature is often criticized for being too pessimistic and negative, and his assumption that people are inherently selfish and unreliable can be seen as a dark and gloomy picture of human behavior and human nature. And Machiavelli's sport of immoral acts and his indifference and disregard of morality and ethics have become so much controversial, and that even his name has become byword for fraud, force, and dishonesty. But still, there are certain ideas which has an influence and impact on modern political thoughts and modern political philosophy. First of all, I would like to discuss his pragmatic and secular approach. That Machiavelli's political philosophy is secular and pragmatic, opposite to that of the prevailing influence of church and political thought during his time. He focused on the practical aspect of power and governance rather than relying on religious and moral justification. Similarly, in his famous book or written work, The Prince, uh, his emphasis on political realism, and Machiavelli is often associated with political realism. He provided a realistic analysis of politics, emphasizing the importance of understanding power dynamics, human nature, and the harsh realities of political life. And his approach was different from medieval time, and the thoughts and the thinking and the ideas regarding idealism. So his main focus was upon the reality, the realism, the ground realities, what is, what not it ought to be, or what should be. Similarly, he said that end justify means, that Machiavelli is associated with the phrase end justify means. He argued that rulers should be realistic and willing to use any means necessary to attain and maintain power. And his viewpoint regarding these all immoral acts which he justified for his ruler and prince challenge the traditional ethical consideration in politics. Similarly, his focus on statecraft and governance emphasized the importance of statecraft, diplomacy, and the practical exercise of the power. Separation of morality from politics. Unlike the earlier thinkers who often linked ethics and politics closely, like Plato and Aristotle, who associated morality with politics and subordinated politics to morality. But he separated politics from morality and subordinated morality and ethics to politics. And Machiavelli suggested that political decisions should be based on the practical necessities of the state, and these should not be based on the moral principles, the ethical principles. And his focus on power and statecraft, and that was another important point, that Machiavelli shifted the focus from abstract discussion about utopian societies to the practical aspect of the statecraft, diplomacy, and acquisition and retention of powers. This shift laid the foundation for the modern political science. So, on the basis of what I have discussed above, it can be concluded that his ideas brought change from traditional way of thinking to the modern way of thinking. Of course, his conception of human nature and indifference and disregard of morality was criticized, but still, Machiavelli's ideas have influence on modern political thought and political philosophy. And his emphasis on realism, the practical exercise of power, and separation of ethics from politics have importance in the modern world and modern political thoughts. So that was my topic. Why Machiavelli known as the first modern thinker. I hope you will understand. It's enough for today. Thank you very much.